السلام عليكم، اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم يا كريم. حياكم الله بفيديو جديد من قناة خواطر فكرية. بهذا الفيديو السنوي لنستعرض به مجموعة من كلام الأخوة العرب والأجانب الذين جاءوا لزيارة الإمام الحسين عليه السلام. سنعيد كلام الأخت الفاضلة روان كريم الفلسطينية، وهي تقول: سنستقبلكم إن شاء الله في الأقصى يا شيعة يا زوار الإمام الحسين عليه السلام. هي صورة عكستها الأخت وعكسها باقي الأخوة من الدول العالمية الذي جاءوا للإمام الحسين عليه السلام لنوثق كلامهم، لكن بعد الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. فخليكم الفيديو.
This is my first time in Iraq. We started our journey in Baghdad before we began to journey up to Samarra, where we began to understand more about the hospitality of the Iraqi people at our first Malkib. And I was really impressed by the level of just generosity and devotion that we've seen amongst the Iraqi people here. And this is my first time in Karbala, and my first impression of the city was one of chaos, yet in a good way. Everywhere we go, we did walk out on the street, and almost instantly you're beckoned over to a stall where you're given juice, or you're given a shawarma kebab, or you're given a plate of rice, biryani. It's all done by volunteers, and it's all donated just out of the goodwill of the people. So last night I had my first experience in Karbala at the Abbas Shrine. I didn't know what to expect when I first arrived. At the doorway there was just a sea of people. I don't think I've seen that many people in one place in my life, if I'm quite honest. We started by removing our shoes. We were surrounded by people who were just sort of moving through the gates, just sort of like almost like a river. But once we were inside through the first gate, looking up at the magnificent dome and seeing the crystals, the tiles, which were inspired by Babylonian history and Islamic calligraphy. I've never seen such a dense number of people in one place, in one shrine, all dedicating themselves and all there for one reason. To show their appreciation for Imam Husseini. This just sense of community and devotion, religious experience is like nothing I'd ever seen before in my life. So the Arbaeen is an event that it's criminally underrated in terms of the Western knowledge of this event. And I genuinely believe that people from the West who don't have much knowledge of Islam in general and this particular event should make the effort to come here purely to experience the historical aspects of the Arbaeen, the cultural side of the Arbaeen, and to perhaps take some of the positive values of the event and Islam in general back home to our communities in the United Kingdom and elsewhere.
My name is Michael Josiah. I come from Dallas, Texas, and I'm an Irish-American Muslim. Regardless of what your background is, you feel a sense of, I'm with my people, I'm with my brothers, I'm with my sisters. In my own experience, I would say that I faced a degree of difficulty that I've never seen before. And in the midst of that, remembering the difficulties and the trials of Imam Hussein made those difficulties incredibly easy. Just the reminder of the pain and the hardship that they went through makes everything that we go through that we might think is tough and difficult shrink. Assalamu alaikum. I live in a land where values are twisted. And the values that Abbas and Imam Hussein, peace be upon them, that they espoused and the values that they carried and projected onto others, it's almost as if they were lost in that land. And I come to a land like Karbala, I come to a land like Najaf, and I see those values still alive. I thank God that I have the ability to come visit you. I wish I could never leave. But when I do leave, I hope that I get to come back.
على طريق نجف كربلاء بمسيرة الأربعين، حتخبرنا عن سبب تواجدها بهيدي المسيرة.
أنا موجودة اليوم على خط كربلاء لأعرف السلوغن تبعه اللي هو على طريق القدس شو المقصود فيها. فاكتشفت اشياء كثير ما كنت متوقعة أشوفها موجودة. حب فلسطين وقديش فلسطين حاضرة بكربلاء، من صور الشهداء، من أعلام فلسطين، من أسئلة الناس، من مجرد ما الناس يعرفوا إنه فلسطينية، إنه كيف يتعاملوا معي. شو بدي أحكي لهم؟ إنه كلمة شكرا كلمة كتير صغيرة على الشيء اللي عم بيعملوه. اللي بقدر أقول لهم إياه إنه إن شاء الله بس تحرر فلسطين، إنه نشوفهم بساحات مسجد الأقصى ونستضيفهم كرعبون شكر على الشيء اللي عم بيقدموه اللي غايب عن